Hi everyone, I'm Erica Gallatin of Sovereignty Herbs, and yeah, after a big clinic day yesterday, all online, I was waking up this morning on my day off really desperate to just be outside and to get outside. And I woke up, thinking about how blessed I am, privileged I am to have such direct and easy access to really large stands of public land, and how there's loads of folks out there right now really cooped up inside in their homes in the cities, and maybe without a lot of access to the plants and public space and open space and nature. So I don't know, I thought I'd go out for a hike this morning and just have a look and see what's happening here in March. The plants are still growing. Check out what's coming up and what's exciting for this time of year in this Athens County, Hocking County boundary area. And yeah, I thought maybe some of you might appreciate coming with me, checking out some of the beautiful things that are still happening out here in the world. So yeah, without much ado, let's go for a hike.
So, Southeast Ohio is considered a part of Appalachia, and we have a lot of wild space that is predominantly deciduous hardwood forest, like this one. Here we have an iconic species. This is American Hazelnut in full bloom. This is the male flowers here, which bloom simultaneously with the female flowers. These beautiful hot pink Fraggle Rock like flowers. And the American hazelnut its fruits are quite edible and quite delicious. Here we have species of Hawthorn, crataegus, those bright red buds. Look at those. Those will be bursting out pretty soon. These wild, wild thorns. So wild. And this is the red eft, probably not long out of the water. Really lovely to see. Nice of him to let me get up close to check out those cool spots. So here we have Virginia waterleaf, which is a member of the borage family, Boraginaceae, so related to comfrey and borage. And it's very young here, but this is a traditional Appalachian snack, which I've not tried before.
Tastes like cucumbers. It's actually quite delicious. I'm glad I tried. Yeah.
I am so thrilled to see this beautiful beauty. This is the spring beauty, a harbinger of spring. These are actually the first I've seen blooming this season, so this is a real treat. It's got a pretty interesting growth form, quite common for its plant family. Little buds there, see them? Yeah. Get a little closer to this gorgeous thing. Look at the way that it's holding onto those drops. We've made a flower essence out of this one over at Sovereignty Herbs. You should check it out.
So, what I'm about to show you is definitely requiring much more explanation than I'm going to give in this video. There's a whole video worth of explanation, really, about the plant that I'm about to show you. But to me, this is the ultimate hello spring forest plant that is such a delight to see every single year. I will say that the species that I'm about to show you is a bit at risk. It's considered a wild edible, and it is really taken off in the wild food industry here in the United States. So much so that especially in Appalachia, we're seeing a lot of people going out and digging, even on private property, which is trespassing and theft, really. Seeing a whole bunch of populations really dwindle because it's hot on the market right now, and people are desperate for cash. So and I definitely feel like I could go into this a whole bunch more, but I'm not going to right now. So for now, I'm going to show you the ramps. So for where I am right now, kind of on the border of Athens County, Hocking County, Ohio, the ramps are still just coming up. So it's still a bit early for them, just a little bit. I think further south in like Meigs County, they're pretty rocking right now. So we're close. I think in about a week or so, it's going to be kind of prime ramp time. But that being said, one of the problems with ramps is that most people are harvesting ramps, focusing on the bulb, thinking that the bulb, like garlic or onion, for example, it's got the biggest bang for your buck as far as the garlic flavor is concerned. And of course, that's what's being purchased on the market are these whole ramps with the bulb as well. And so. A lot of us local folk, especially those of us who are really kind of out there in the woods a lot and trying our best to kind of protect and steward the land. We all talk about how there's absolutely no need to, focus predominantly on the bulb. The leaves here, so this is a nice small ramp leaf, is chock full of flavor. It's almost as strong and potent, in my opinion, as eating, a slice of raw garlic. That's how potent just the garlic flavor of the leaves are. And so, is there really a need to dig up the bulb? When you do so, you kill the plant and you decimate populations. So when we can go out and focus on the leaves predominantly, that's a pretty great thing. And of course, when we go out into a field of ramps, and I'll probably talk about this more next week when they're out. You really want to focus on just one leaf per plant, because as you'll get closer in, you'll start to see how they grow and how it makes sense for the health of that particular individual plant to only focus on one leaf, maybe two, depending per plant. And some people have said, ramp leaves don't keep very well. And I will have to disagree with that completely. Although, not ideal, I guess, in regards to the use of plastic. I'll go out for the season and harvest ramp leaves and make sure they're relatively dried off from any kind of, dew or rain. And I pack them in quite tightly into Ziploc plastic bags, and they keep in the refrigerator for months and months without going off. So I think that, that argument that the leaves are too perishable is just not a really good excuse, to be honest with you. So anyway, that's my little spiel about ramps. I'm very, very excited to maybe do a whole video on them next week when they're up in their full rampant glory. For those of you who watched my video from last week, gosh, it's way better than garlic mustard. So potent. Vampires be damned.
This is early saxifrage, which isn't quite ready to go yet. You can see that it's got its rosette, and the flower buds are ready to shoot up, straight up from the middle of them. So cool when they do. I really love that spring wildflower. And this, with those awesome veins, is a native orchid, actually. This is Rattlesnake Plantain. Looking forward to seeing this one bloom later on in the season. Maybe we'll get a chance to see a bunch of other Ohio's orchids too.
So everyone, thanks for watching. I hope to be out and about again real soon. Maybe for like a super ramp video where I maybe harvest something and show you how I make my ramp pesto, which lasts all year long. I can still taste ramps on my breath right now, actually. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. And yeah, there's loads of life springing up here in Southeast Ohio that I'm really super excited to share, even if it's just with a few of you. So take good care out there, everyone, and remember that the plants are growing. Things are still alive. Things are still happening. We'll get through it.